The story of two Chinese-American Olympians competing for rival superpowers captures the complex intersection of identity, geopolitics, sport, and personal ambition in the modern Olympic movement, where athletes are no longer seen solely as representatives of national strength but also as individuals navigating heritage, opportunity, and global scrutiny. On one side stands Eileen Gu, born and raised in California to a Chinese mother and American father, who made the highly publicized decision to represent China in freestyle skiing, becoming a symbol of national pride for millions while also sparking debate in the United States about loyalty, globalization, and the meaning of national representation. And on the other side is Nathan Chen, a US-born figure skating prodigy of Chinese descent who has consistently competed under the American flag and whose Olympic triumphs have been celebrated as proof of the country's multicultural athletic pipeline. Their parallel yet divergent paths illuminate how the Olympics, once framed primarily as contests between monolithic nation-states, have evolved into arenas where diaspora identities and dual cultural affiliations are on full display, sometimes celebrated and sometimes politicized depending on the narrative needs of competing powers. Gu's choice was shaped by a mixture of personal connection to her mother's homeland, strategic access to elite training and sponsorship opportunities, and a broader vision of promoting winter sports among Chinese youth. Yet Western media often framed her decision through the lens of geopolitical rivalry, interpreting her success as a win for China rather than as the achievement of a teenager navigating her bicultural background. While Chinese audiences embraced her fluency in Mandarin, her cultural familiarity, and her willingness to speak about inspiring young girls, elevating her to near iconic status beyond sport, Chen, by contrast, became a central figure in America's winter sports narrative, his technical mastery and record-breaking programs presented as evidence of U.S. excellence, yet his Chinese heritage was frequently highlighted in global coverage, particularly when his victories came in competitions hosted in Asia, subtly reinforcing the idea that elite athletes can simultaneously embody multiple cultural lineages even when representing a single flag. What makes their juxtaposition especially compelling is not simply that they compete for rival superpowers but that their careers unfold within a media ecosystem that amplifies symbolism, turning routine athletic choices into proxies for ideological competition, sponsorship markets, and soft power storytelling, where medal counts are read as indicators of national vitality and athletes become cultural ambassadors whether they seek that role or not. Both have spoken about the pressure of being asked to represent more than their sport. Gu fielding questions about politics, citizenship, and human rights, and Chen navigating expectations about heritage and representation, illustrating how modern Olympians must perform not only physically but also diplomatically, crafting public personas that resonate across borders while avoiding becoming pawns in narratives they did not create. Their experiences also reflect broader demographic realities, as globalization and migration have produced generations of athletes with transnational identities who challenge the binary logic of Cold War-era sports rivalry, suggesting that the notion of rival superpowers is increasingly complicated by individuals who embody elements of both sides, training in one country, competing for another, and building fan bases that span continents. From a sporting perspective, both athletes represent the pinnacle of technical innovation in their disciplines. Gu pushing the progression of freestyle skiing with high-difficulty tricks and a marketing presence that has expanded the commercial appeal of winter sports in Asia, and Chen